Welcome to the launch of Indy1st, a grassroots movement campaigning for Scottish independence. Our mission is to restore Scotland's independence, and we will achieve this by providing support resources and guidance to those who, like us, believe that Scotland should take her place again amongst the independent nations of the world. We'll support independent candidates, community initiatives, and look forward to working with the people of Scotland. Indy1st will be an active organisation, and through that activity we will connect properly with the voters, with voter registration, public meetings in towns and village halls across the country, and most importantly, engaging directly on the doorstep and in the streets with the people. Not preaching to them, but working alongside them, because we know that the people of our country want independence.
And so returns the hope of better days to come. The band is back together, the movement fights as one. The boots are on the ground, the schemes have found their voice, and we will use our ballots, we will make our choice. So get those fires burning for our right to reply. The union drains the life from us and we do not comply. For now we tell Westminster, their bubble has now burst. The thing that matters most to us is we are Indy1st.
These aims are all relevant. However, how do we intend to take these words and make them into actions? Our biggest unique selling point is our iApp. Here is Jeff to take you through our activists tool, the iApp.
We'd like to give you some information about the iApp from Indy1st. It's a new online tool for smartphones to make voter registration easier and to provide candidates with a comprehensive campaign design and delivery service. This is important because it means that more people get to vote, and it also can increase the electoral chances of independent candidates. Voter registration is the very first feature of the iApp. Pro-democracy campaigners can help voters in relatively deprived areas to get their rightful place on the voters' roll, and in all likelihood increase the vote for independence supporting candidates. As you can see, the iApp interacts directly with the government voter registration website, and the trained pro-democracy campaigner is on hand to give any help that might be needed. The iApp voter registration tool is on the start line, ready to be developed over the next month or so. Once the iApp's voter registration section is completed, we'll move on to develop a range of election campaign management and delivery capabilities. These will provide independent election candidates with the level of campaign management only available up to now to large political parties. Candidates will be able to more effectively identify, increase and deliver their vote, and make sure voters show up on the day. To sum up then, the iApp will enhance democracy via voter registration and give independent candidates a better chance of success through effective campaign management.
Thank you, Jeff. Here's Alan Petrie of Not My Parliament.
Hi, I'm Alan Petrie and I'm Indy1st. Over the last 2 years we have been doing massive campaigning within Dundee on canvassing, and what we are being told on the streets, at the doorsteps from the voters, is that they are disillusioned with the party political games that are being played. Many of them decided they were not voting. We have therefore decided in Dundee we will run a Not My Parliament campaign to make sure people stay in the habit of voting, because once they stop voting it's very difficult to get them back. The Not My Parliament campaign is a campaign to spoil your ballot papers. And what better place to do that than Dundee? The place that sacked Winston Churchill. The place that made its Lord Provost dance around the Liberty Tree. Dundee is a radical tune, and this is a radical campaign. So at the general election, please come out and vote, even if that is just to spoil your ballot paper, with writing, Not My Parliament. Let's together sack Westminster.
Thank you, Alan. Here's Leanne Tervitt to talk about Schemes for Indy.
I'm Leanne Tervitt and I'm Schemes for Indy. We desperately need independence. We need action. We need the fire stoked. We need the schemes to rise and get angry at their situations, angry at their own suffering, angry at needlessly losing our own. To achieve this, we aim to build an army of activists in every scheme in Scotland. We will bring the hope back of a better life, the hope that we all had in 2014. We intend to get everyone registered and show these politicians that we mean business, that we say no more to being treated worse than animals. Indy1st will fully fund our scheme army of activists with the tools that they need to empower our people. The iApp will make voter registration, voter ID and postal vote registration simple, and soon, with extra funds, we will have the ability to collect the data which will set Scotland free. Indy1st and Schemes for Indy, a match made in Scotland for independence.
Thank you, Leanne. Here's Eva Comrie, who will be standing as an independent candidate in this year's general election.
Comrie, the independent for independence candidate for Alloa and Grangemouth at the general election. I'm Indy1st because Indy1st is an organisation of individuals who support independence and wish to achieve that at the earliest opportunity. We will provide the iApp. This is a tool which will enable us to assist voter registration, because our aim is to ensure that every adult in Scotland is registered to vote. We will also make the iApp available so as to identify the support for independence and to identify those who are not yet persuaded of the case for independence. In our view, however, there is an overwhelming majority of the population of Scotland looking favourably upon the prospect of independence. And we aim to explain to the entire population of our country how great our country will become when we are independent. At the moment, thousands of Scots are suffering unnecessarily in a fuel crisis, afraid to turn on the gas or electricity whilst living in a land of energy plenty, a net exporter of energy. Thousands of Scots are hungry, 30,000 Scots are homeless. This year, sadly, at least 1,200 Scots have died of drugs deaths, and many hundreds more have suffered from alcohol addictions and had their lives cut short unnecessarily by dint of mental health difficulties and other avoidable health problems. Scotland is a wealthy country. Our nation should be amongst the most prosperous, healthy and successful on the planet. That it is not is the cost of the Union. And with Indy1st, our group of independence campaigners who have decades of experience amongst them, will ensure that we get the independence message to every doorstep in Scotland, and Scotland will have the chance to vote for independence using Indy1st.
Thank you, Eva. Here's a few words from Sally Hughes, who'll be standing as an independent candidate in this year's general election.
My name's Sally Hughes. I'm an independent candidate for Perth and Kinross constituency in this year's general election. I'm Indy1st because it's the first point of contact and a one-stop shop for practical help, advice and assistance to get this done. I'm really looking forward to the iApp that they're rolling out. Again, it's going to be invaluable in terms of practical canvassing round the doors, getting people signed up to vote and getting the independence show back on the road, getting it done and getting the heating back on. Indy1st, all the way.
Thank you, Sally. Here's Alan Petrie to tell you how you can get involved and help Indy1st.
The flame of hope has been reignited in the Yes movement, a vision for a Scotland that shapes its destiny with courage and determination. However, to turn this vision into reality, we need your support. Our greatest challenges lie not in the meeting rooms, where ideas are exchanged, but on the streets, where the hearts and minds are one. To transition from discussion to action, we require the right tools, the means to amplify our message and the ability to reach every corner of our beautiful nation. I ask you to join us in funding the tools that will move the Yes movement from meeting rooms to the streets, from dialogue to action. We need the resources to equip ourselves with the technological infrastructure, outreach programmes and communication platforms that will enable us to connect with every citizen, fostering unity and solidarity. Imagine a Scotland where our children inherit a legacy forged by an unwavering spirit of a united people. Picture a nation that proudly declares its independence driven by the dreams and aspirations of its citizens. This is the Scotland we dream of, and with your support, we can make it a reality. Your support will fund the tools that empower us to engage with communities, host impactful events, and spread our message far and wide. From digital campaigns to grassroots initiatives, every penny will be invested in building the momentum we need to secure a brighter future for our children. Let us rise above the political differences and unite for the cause that transcends party lines, the cause of a free and independent Scotland. Your support is not just an investment in the tools we need, but a commitment to the dreams of generations to come. Visit our fundraising platform. Please donate generously and be part of the movement that will shape the destiny of our nation. Together, let's take the Yes movement from the meetings to the streets, from conversations to action. Our time is now, and our children deserve a Scotland that stands tall and proud. Thank you for your support. Together, we can make history and pave the way for a brighter and independent future for Scotland.
Thank you, Alan. To find out more about how you can help Scotland achieve independence, visit us at indy1st.scot.